Okay, thank you. We're at the second portion of our meeting where we welcome public comment on any item. Is there any public comment on any item?
Good morning, Commissioners. It is my honor to address you today. My name is Tracy McPherson. Last December, as I drove through Westchester, I was pleased to see holiday displays in front of the courthouse. Prominently displayed were the Jewish menorah and the Christian nativity display depicting the birth of Christ. These symbols represent the meaning of the holiday season for two religious communities in our area. I could not help but feel that the display was incomplete, as there was no acknowledgement of my religion present, which I share with a fellowship of others in our area. I am speaking of Pastafarianism, if any of you are familiar with that. I became a Pastafarian 3 years ago.
Would you spell that?
Sure. It is P-A-S-T-A-F-A-R.
Literally like pasta with
like
Farian
pasta.
on it. Okay.
If you look at it, there is pasta is very important in our religion. It is part of our communion rituals, and it's actually, we believe our God is made of pasta. This may be funny to you. It's obviously not to those of us who hold this religious belief. And there is a community.
I wasn't trying to draw humor in as much as I just want to make sure
That's fine.
I thought you said Pastafarian, but I didn't know what the spelling was, so thank you.
No, it is not Rastafarianism. It is Pastafarianism. Gotcha. I became a Pastafarian 3 years ago when I heard my Lord speak to me. I answered him, Ramen, and I have followed him ever since. As a Pastafarian, I believe that the flying spaghetti monster created the world and all that is in it. He holds us all to the ground with his noodly appendages, and that explains why we do not float away. He gave us suggestions for living called the 8 I really would rather you didn't, that guide Pastafarians in our daily lives. Our gospel, which I have here, makes it clear that Pastafarians are to stand for all that is good and to stand against all that is not good. This is what we are committed to. The holiday season is very important to Pastafarians, as it coincides with our primary holiday, which we appropriately call holiday. It's a time of joyful feasting with unlimited pasta and grog or beer, which are the favored drinks of our Lord. As the pastor of the local evangelical Pastafarian church, I lead my congregation through this time. Our church has more than 10,000 members, many of them local. You may find us online. We have a Facebook page. It is the Evangelical Pastafarian Church. The wider Pastafarian Church has a membership in the millions. It would be meaningful to our local congregation to see our faith recognized on public property as others are, in the same way that the Christian and the Jewish religions are currently recognized. As a member of a religious minority and also as an American with disabilities, I am keenly aware of discrimination. Many people find my religion laughable. In fact, some of you may have this view yourselves. In the words of Isaac Asimov, one man's religion is another man's belly laugh. However, I find this to be offensive. As Peter Cameron said, one man's nonsense may be another man's sense. I ask that regardless of your own beliefs. You show a commitment to equal rights and to the First Amendment by allowing our church to erect a holiday display on the courthouse lawn as well. That is equal in visibility to the Christian and Jewish installations. I am committed to seeing equality come to the Chester County Courthouse lawn, and I trust that you are too. I look forward to working with you on this. Thank you for your time.
Any questions? Go ahead.
What was the flying spaghetti man?
It's the flying spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Yes, it is. That is the deity of our religion. There are skeptics who say that our religion is a satire religion, which it is not. It may be to some people. Many of us take it very seriously.
Well, the reason that I ask is because I presume that you're here asking for something specific.
I am.
And
I'm asking for
some sort of relic of a flying spaghetti monster, or something. What specifically are you requesting? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Our typical display for holiday is something resembling a Christmas tree, but the decorations on it are pasta themed. and on top is a model of the flying spaghetti monster, which I do have images of, what we consider.
Do you have one for us, or not necessarily? You just have one?
I have a copy of my letter. I would be very happy to provide you with a picture of the
flying spaghetti monster.
Yes.
Okay.
I just Googled Pastafarian and was able to see an image of the flying spaghetti monster.
Right.
And as you said, some people regard Pastafarianism as a satirical take on religion, but as you say, you're totally serious.
Yes, completely serious. This is a member of my local congregation. There are many of us locally. Like I said, our church accepts membership worldwide, and we're currently at 10,000. We are the evangelical Pastafarians. There is a larger body of Pastafarians, which is now in the millions. And yes, we do take our church very seriously.
And where do you meet, and how often? And is it open to the public?
We meet on Fridays. Friday is our holy day. And we typically meet in houses, in small groups, and pasta is always involved in our meetings. Because I am disabled, as a pastor, I'm often not able to get out. And in those situations, we conduct our events online.
Okay. And how many Pastafarians would you say there are in Chester County?
In Chester County, probably 100.
And is the holiday season of mid to late December and early January?
It lasts all of December and all of January. However, we would be willing to keep our display to the period when other religions choose to put up their displays.
And do you have, as Commissioner Costello asked, a specific display in mind? And
yes, we would like to display at least our tree with our Pastafarian ornaments on it, since that is our standard display. Another thing that we often put up is a copy of our commandments. And
you're from Chester County also?
Yes.
And what township do you live in?
I live in Thornbury.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any remarks?
Hello. We've arrived simply to ask...
Could you identify yourself?
Thomas Riceley, sorry.
Are you a Chester County resident?
Yes, Coatesville.
Thank you.
All right. We've arrived to simply ask for what any other group has and could ask for. And they've succeeded cleanly and without issue, as we hope to. They have as much right to express their beliefs, feelings, and the admiration for their respective symbols. We're just as passionate as they are, if not more. If this is an issue of numbers, we must remember that almost any religious organization is outnumbered by the population of the world who doesn't believe in it. Almost sevenfold, I would say. If it's a matter of numbers, it shouldn't be, because it should matter about our freedoms and rights are respected. And thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other public